How's it going, gamers? Today we're learning how to deal with loneliness during the quarantine by playing this game. How to cope with boredom and loneliness. A guide for the isolated. I might have stuttered a little bit there, that's fine. Also, in good news too, mic stand is in. See that? No hands. Don't have to hold it. That's amazing. I like it. I can't tell if it's still on screen. I hope not, but who cares? This music's on point. Oh wait. You're Nigel Wimble, a hard-hitting PBTV documentary film. Is already going off to a good start. You're at 23 Millbury Close to finish filming a final episode of your award-winning series, How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated. You've come to talk with Harold Fletcher, a 43-year-old man who has been grounded in his bedroom for over 30. This dude had the hard life. Since his mother Margaret only allows Harold visitation for 15 minutes a day, you only have enough time to speak about 3 topics. Carefully choose 3 items of interest in Harold's room and learn about how he copes with boredom and loneliness. I'm immediately drawn to this poster. Every time he tells a story, every item tells a story. I can't read, but not every story is relevant to Nigel's show. Confirm your selections, and then watch the documentary unfold. Okay. Your show will be scored by a focus group at the end. Good luck. I thought we were learning how to do this. Oh, I got an achievement unlock tutorial. Great. These 2 items I want to explore. The B poster. Think about the B poster. I'm just gonna go on for it. I'm gonna do it. Should I? I know a lot of you think. Yeah, okay.
I need to select 3 items first.
I have the worst voice in existence. That is the absolute worst voice. Alright. It's probably these 3 are probably gonna be the one who's the award winning. I'm gonna do
Potential soundbite. A poorly carved toy truck serves as a reminder of an absent father. Where sometimes life on the road means, Mommy, when's Daddy coming home? Well, that's gonna hit hard.
I should probably read the description then of the B poster.
Potential soundbite. For some, movies are an escape from reality. For Harold, his reality is like a movie. One of those terrible indie movies.
Man, poor Harold. I just feel bad for him at this point. A TV or guitar. Let's see if I make a better case for something.
Potential soundbite. Music can turn your ears into eyes and show you worlds your eyes wouldn't believe.
That's a good argument. What about the TV?
Potential soundbite. For the isolated idiot, television isn't an escapism we all take for granted. Nice.
Man, come on, can we stop dissing on Harold? I mean, he's already locked in his room for over, like, what'd he say? 40 years? No, 30 years. I just feel bad for, okay, the telescope. I didn't see the telescope. Alright. I'm gonna select the guitar. I'm gonna select the guitar, but I'm gonna get rid of the B poster and the telescope. Because I like space. Okay? I don't know if I mentioned this, but I like space. Alright, I don't even need to read that. Alright, we're good. Shoot documentary. Let's see how it goes.
His name's Harold Fletcher, and he spent the last 30 years grounded to his bedroom. In tonight's final part of How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated, we've saved the worst for last. And by worst, I mean award-winning. Hello, I'm Nigel Wimble.
I can't even remember why I grounded him now. It wasn't for any one thing in particular. More just a bubbling pot of bad behaviour that's needed to put a lid on, so to speak.
You can replace the word lid with Harold's bedroom door to understand Harold's mother's analogy. I was desperate to discover how Harold had been coping with the boredom and loneliness from 30 years of isolation. A poorly carved toy truck serves as a reminder of an absent father, or sometimes life on the road means, "Mummy, when's Daddy coming home?"
Harold's father has been absent for most of his life, mostly owing to the fact that he's dead. He was involved in a massive collision resulting in 52 deaths.
Jesus Christ!
Father made me this truck himself. He said he used to work on it while he was on long journeys. The police officer said he was whittling the last piece when his truck collided with the school bus.
Music can take you to places only your ears can see. The guitar is Harold's vessel to unseen worlds, and he is the captain.
If Mother allows it, I will play you a new piece I've been working on, entitled Plastic Race Car Bed.
Here we are, sitting in my car, my little plastic car, yes, here we are. Oh my car, my little plastic car, take me to the road and I sing this song. Old hot tar, note in my car, these tires are made for asphalt roads. With an eye in the sky, you can sometimes forget where your feet are. For Harold, he never forgets where his feet are, but still has sights on the stars.
This old telescope has got me through many an afternoon. Sometimes I'll pretend I'm a World War II sniper and people at the bus stop are advancing Germans. They wouldn't stand a chance if it was a sniper rifle, let me tell you. They could try taking cover, but I'm pretty sure the bullets would penetrate the bus shelter. It would be an absolute bloodbath.
Jesus Christ, Harold, calm down.
My time with Harold has come to an end. I hope one day he will find freedom and live a full life. Until then, he will continue to look for ways to cope with boredom and loneliness. I'm Nigel Wimble. Good night. Join us next week as Nigel investigates sandwiches. Do they really taste better cut diagonally? Let the evidence decide. 9 p.m. Wednesday night on PBTV.
So we got 3 reviewers here. The first one says, "Great, another depressing show on TV. I love them." Alright, yeah, I got a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10, that's pretty good. The music's kind of loud in my ears, but that's fine. Very potent moment when he pulled out his guitar. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. He agrees. That song is a smack. I use my telescope the exact same way. Amazing. Okay, I get Nigel because he's isolated. But why? Okay, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Very funny. We're gonna do another one. Different items. I did another one. Unfortunately, I cannot show it, for I will be age restricted. Just know you didn't miss much. You'll probably be glad what you missed. Alright, well, we're gonna, I don't know what to pick and what not to pick. Okay, alright. I'm gonna select the safest things possible because I do not want a repeat of what just happened to me. I am not repeating that. It's not as bad as I'm making it out to be. Let me be clear with you. But it makes me very uncomfortable, and I don't like that. So, we're gonna select the mural. We're gonna select the B poster, selected, and then we're gonna select the fish tank. Easy. Shoot documentary, easy 10 out of 10.
Isolation is no joke. It's not just boring, it's lonely too. Nobody understands that more than the subject of tonight's episode of How to Cope with Boredom and Loneliness, a guide for the isolated. Hello, I'm Nigel Wimble. Harold Fletcher has been grounded to his bedroom since 1986. That's over 30 years. His mother has offered us a rare glimpse into his life as prisoner and son.
On your feet, Fletcher. You have a visitor.
I hope to learn how Harold has coped with the boredom and loneliness from 30 years of isolation. I don't know much about art, but I know all the greats had one thing in common: absent or awful mothers. Could Harold be a trapped artist?
I created this piece when I was about 9 years old. I had planned for an entire underwater scene, but only got as far as these fish before Mother burst through the door screaming. I was so startled, I stumbled and fell from the shelf, causing myself a serious back injury. The broken bones eventually healed on their own, but my breathing can be quite wheezy. I'm quite sure I needed medical attention, but Mother said only good boys are allowed to access the ambulance service. And he's never drawn on the walls since.
What the? Okay.
I noticed a poster for an old children's movie. For some, movies are an escape from reality. For Harold, his reality is like a movie. A depressing TV movie, starring actors you haven't seen in 20 years.
I do love getting lost in a good movie. I think Boris the KGB movie was the last time I did get lost in a movie. It was the last time Mother rewarded me for good behaviour. I remember it like yesterday.
I'm a mean, I'm an intellectual, I'm Russian, you see, I'm the homosexual. Good night, comrade, your drink's been laced. I'm gonna tie you up, pollinate your face. I want to torture you, make you scream. After all, I'm Boris the KGB. You better behave, brother, or I'm breaking these. I'm a mad brother buzzer, I'm KGB. You want to buzz with me, you can't buzz with me. To the K, to the G, to the mother buzzer B. You say you want to live, but you gotta die. You better say goodbye, here comes some cyanide. Boris, please, you don't have to do this. It was just business, it was all about the honey. I'm not a traitor, I love this country. You've got to release me, you have to see. I'm country first and I'm still KGB. You are no longer KGB, you're just a simple worker bee. Person number 33, you haven't never broken me. Would you like a cup of tea? That was just a joke, you see. You'll never see a cup of tea as long as you're alive today. But coffee is available if you like a cup of two. Would you like a sugar cube when I finish putting you to be here, brother? Cause I aim to please. I got a knife and a hammer and some antifreeze. Is it hard to speak through your missing teeth? Will you try to fly? What's to take your eye? If you want to leave, then take my key. But I'm breaking these. I'm Boris the KGB. Oh, behave, brother.
I remember Boris used to say, "Oh, behave, brother." Get it? Behave? It was awfully funny when Mother used to tell me to behave and I'd retort, "Oh, behave, Mother." Do you remember that, Mother? Yes, I do remember, you cheeky little Then Mother would put you over a knee, but you didn't tell the man that, did you? Have you seen the version on YouTube where the movie speeds up every time Boris kills a dissident? It becomes quite dizzying.
You can lose hours to the peace and tranquility of a well-maintained aquarium. But like the fish, Harold is swimming in a sea of isolation.
I sometimes look at the fish tankers as if it is my bedroom and I am Mother. But then I felt it wasn't fair to keep the fish isolated like me, so I set it free.
What
No,
did you
Harold,
do with
don't.
the fish?
Well, I took it to school to release into the nearby brook. But by the time I had got there, it had dried out in my pocket.
God damn. Harold!
My time with Harold has come to an end. I hope one day he will find freedom and live a full life. Until then, he will continue to look for ways to cope with boredom and loneliness. I'm Nigel Wimble. Good night. Join us next week as Nigel investigates Jesus. Did he really have a beard? 9 p.m. Wednesday night on PBTV.
Focus group report horrible. I stopped my child from drawing on the wall, forcing her to smoke an entire carton of crayons. I wish the mother would behave. Touching stuff. He murdered fish, yet put this man on television. An angry vegan. Okay. That was an experience. Well, that's gonna do it for this episode, gamers. This is probably the only episode because this is a lot of editing I'm gonna do for how short of a video this is. Anyways, I'll see all you gamers in the next one.